Hey there, everyone, Zach out playing the 24 hours from MarvelCentral.net 24 hours 9th Bowser Door contest. In 10th place, we got AxemJinx, which I reckon is, I think, the guy that made Rise to the Challenge, which is a hack that I like quite a bit. It's, no sense, no, I'm Oh, AxemJinx, you read my mind like a typewriter that has been plugged into my mind to facilitate typing. So yeah, in Castle Courtyard, all up into his house here. He got a minted 52.5 points out of 60. That's AxemJinx up here though, yo, with the 9th door that's stuck between the two halls. That's actually super clever, and we're super outside, and I cannot play video games. Okay, so now I've died once. We can go on forward into this crazy land of ours, and this green door. It's the green door. It's the door you unlock when you press the green switch. I don't know. I guess it's like the garden, Bowser's garden area. This is where he grows his one mushroom. He's only allowed one by Koopa law. And then that's where he keeps his chainsaw, because, you know, you gotta put your tool shed somewhere, and technically, usually, it's somewhere around the backyard. Oh boy. Go away, plant, go away, plant, plant. I am not playing good in the slightest. Like, serious, that is just pathetic, okay? What are you doing? You're not playing very good. Now, Rise to the Challenge was pretty... I'd be curious. I've considered it in the past if it was not for the fact I've got, like, a zillion things of Marios that people want me to play, to try to redo Rise to the Challenge without tools. Now that I'm better than I was back then, ostensibly, apparently, maybe, if you ask very generous people, you know, that don't want to say bad things about me for some reason. Outdoor thwomp, that's impossible, an outdoor guy. So this guy made a level, not a room, but a level, but he's still in 10th place. That plant looks wrong. It's like he doesn't have any, they don't have teeth, but piranha plants have teeth. It's like they're like literally indentured. I don't know, they kind of creep me out. Like, they look off. That was my commentary on the plant that look off. No, they do! They look weird. I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't like you, Mr. Plant Man. I don't, you know, normally, I'm fairly neutral about the plants of my environs, but no, seriously, this is a flat-out level. How come it's in 10th place? I'm kind of bewildered here. Not that it's not good, though. It's really neat. You know, we got plant bushes. Is that something Nin of Do would do? No idea, honestly. But it's something I would do. But, like, I'm not Nintendo. I'm, like, the opposite of Nintendo. You can tell because I'm Canadian, which is the exact opposite of Japan. And that was the garden / backyard / tool shed / margarine robot duck on the noggin. Yes, that was a very long room. End statement. Now, Zeldara109 has something to say, and that something he wants to say is Bowser! His 9th place is what he got, with a, pickly 53 points out of 60. That's not even a real word. Wow, we're right there! After all these years, I finally installed a new trap room in this castle. Do you dare to enter? Signed, myself from 2004. Yeah, slips kicking on a door. We got some crazy names and we got some crazy mushrooms. Got even 9 lives. You know, it's a little joke here. You know, because 9 is number. Hey, it's another one that goes, hey, you know what? Bowser didn't have ice. Let's do an ice cave. Well, nice room. Well, no, a nice indoor decor place with a dragon coin. Another dude that made a real level and not a room. I'm honestly kind of surprised, because, like, the ones we played yesterday, I played, that you watched me play yesterday, most of them were all fairly short. We're back to the long ones for some reason. How do you explain these fluctuations? You can, like, again, the first clue about Fight Club is that there are dragon coins about. There shouldn't be dragon coins about. And also, there's antifreeze down there. There shouldn't be any freeze down there, because, you know, it's a nice place. Do you want to unfreeze certain moments of your freezing knee? I've got a freezing knee. I keep putting it in the water, and then it's ice, and then I gotta chisel out that ice because it's all like around my knee because of the way I just described how that would look. It's a pretty crazy situation. I'm kind of happy to have the cape here. Not gonna lie. I very, very often lie about what I like. In fact, I tend to be fairly forward about what I don't like, to the detriment of people who try to feed me food that I do not enjoy. There's no darkness here anymore! That's oh,
this is boring. What if Mario never comes back here? I'm going to kidnap the princess. No! Or make Junior do it. Me, 2005.
Man, Super Mario World would have been oh so much better if it was made in the history of video game, where, you know, people use audiobooks all over the place instead of just putting their messages summed up in very small paragraphs tucked away in blue boxes with an orange speaker on one side. Evolution of the world, how scary you can be. Tatrion is in 8th place, and he got a technologically advanced 53.5 points out of 60. Tatrion's another name I remember a lot, but I would not be able to tell you what he does, except perhaps very, very nice shower curtains. But, you know, that's a secret, so don't try to spread too much. So, as of yet, the two levels we played, kind of on a level, not rooms. Like level rooms, not room, levels, room. Whoa, we got like a full pledge of... Is there anything beyond? Full pledge beyond. Oh, it's if you want to turn back to door number 2. I don't want to return back to door number 2, so it's kind of weird how that works. But door number 9. Door number 9 is the 9th door. Isn't it slippery again? It's slippery again! If you're gonna slip, you can eat a brick or pie. Just decide. So this is slippery platforming. That works as a concept. It's let's be generous with feathers. That also works as a concept, perhaps. Well, generous. One feather is generous. We see these things in like 2 levels in the whole game, and barely ever. And especially slippery slightly is is shoes. That one's appropriate length. And it had a nice little fun gimmick. Oh no, Ninja! I killed you! So I will commit suicide so I can feel better about committing odious sins. Just don't tell my grandma. Not too sure how to read this. I guess this submission was made by Atma and also P4 plus 2. He got 7th place. With a very, very subtle 54 points out of 60. So I guess it's a 2-people submission? Can people do that? Nintendo's preparing a 3DS remake of Super Mario Bros. Decided to randomize the Explorer for large justice. Bowser with a small b. It's not the Bowser we know. It's the word, the object on room 9. That's just kind of like smack dab slapped on the wall. Ooh, it's the upside down room. Chainsaw from the lava. That's impossible. Well, Mario 3 had... Oh man, I love the music. I love burning up. That's amazing. That is just amazing. Mario 3 had upside down lava with like even reverse gravity botobos, so that ain't an issue. But man, Stumpy Johnny Jr.'s up there. It's like, hey, how do you even dodge that? That looks like impossible, but I'm gonna have to figure it out. I think some people would not appreciate the chainsaws falling from the lava, but I think it's neat. Let's do some math, yo! There's a chainsaw somewhere, except it's actually a circular saw. There's no chains involved, it's just a big piece of metal cut and sharpened. Hey there, Podobo, you're a Podobo, and I'm gonna jump over you. In fact, I think the correct pronunciation is Podoboo, but let's not be semantic here. And let's not be semantic either. It's all things you wanna try to avoid in life. Man, racing the Podobo and jumping. Ah, well, good thing I had a hit there because we got Timbo Jr. up there spewing lava and fire and hate with just a mere stomp of his big heavy boot. Well, I don't know if his boot is heavy. As far as I know, maybe he just has, you know, a lot of muscle in his legs. So is it like because one of the dudes made a level and one of the dudes made the lava guy gimmick? And that's why they've decided to dual, you know, you make a double credited for that, because that works. That works. That room, I think, is legit. And it's still interesting for peeps that are used to Nintendo, and it's pretty high. I'm kind of surprised. Good start. Last one for today is Koops! 2011. That's not part of his internet name. No, it's just Koops in 6th place with a fuzzy wuzzy 54. Silly man. 54.5 points out of 60. Let us go again and 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 again. How many times have we seen the word again during this? Whoa! Somehow it's dusk in a cave. What's going on here? Got a rave going on. Ooh, wow. Now this is visually impressive. But now I'm getting completely disenfranchised by the people that I understood were low in rankings. That music is amazing. Yeah, the people who were low in rankings, but because they were like over chocolified. Is it because this is still very, I guess they're like spiny eggs, so it's still very vanilla gameplay, but like the HDMI is pretty severe here, the HDMA whatever, and that's it. Kind of reminds me a lot of door number 2, that you basically do one thing with it was basically basically room 2 is just go on a net and dodge some Podobos or dodge some cactus. Some Koopas are not the same. Thanks for playing. But this one's like, yeah, swim around and dodge some Podobos. I did. But it made me question. And if there's one thing I need less of in my life, it is questions. Questions is what brings sorrow. Question is what brings pain. And question led to inventing a brand new piece of punctuation back in the past. And we, as a people, have never been able to recuperate from that. We, as a people, still suffer for question.
Occupy Bowser's Valley!